Which city do you think will perform the best over the next 10 years? Let me start on this one.
Yeah.
I think Darwin will perform the best over the next 10 months.
Okay.
But the next 10 years, I have to put, if I had to place a bet, I'll put on Melbourne.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think right now, yeah, to a short-term joke about Darwin, pretty much that's going to be hitting the market right now. But next 10 years, long-term, consistent, sustainable growth. There's
Mm.
no city that I'll pick up in Melbourne because it's the most relatively affordable market today. We've
Yep.
never seen, this divergence between Melbourne and Sydney house prices.
Yeah.
Now, why Melbourne's, kind of affordable today is because since COVID, they had very negative lockdown policies, increase of land taxes. And back then, back in 2020, Perth, Brisbane, Adelaide, they were half the price they are today. So we
Yeah.
saw people move and invest elsewhere. The market's just turned on its head since then. It's
Mm.
very different. So we're seeing, Brisbane very overheated in a lot of the locations that we can or potentially invest before. So
Yeah.
Melbourne, that relative affordability is very crucial to us. Where it's in the market cycle is crucial to us. And we're looking at a city where the economy is very similar to Sydney.
Yep.
Population increase is projected to be like number one over the next 10 years. And
Yep.
I kind of look at Melbourne now because a lot of people are scared about excess supply. I keep having to just educate people that having a land available doesn't mean a house is built there tomorrow. Doesn't even mean the house is going to be approved in the next year or even
Yeah.
24 months.
Exactly.
It's all about
Hmm.
understanding what's coming in supply. And we can track this for clients to help make those decisions. But if you look back at 2017 timeframe, Sydney had a lot of excess land supply in the west.
Mm.
There were
Yep.
a lot of new builds going up in the northwest before the metro was even live. People were
Yep.
scared about the same thing. But what's happened if you have a very strong economy, if you've got an owner-occupied market that wants to live somewhere, and if you've got the job growth to sustain continuous migration, whether internal or external, you will see demand for
Mm.
all the housing. And
Yeah.
if you just look at it purely from your household income point of view, people in Melbourne can afford properties up into the mid 1.5 range.
Yeah.
So it's very different market to your Adelaide or your Perth or
Mm.
I wouldn't say all aspects of Perth, but even like parts of Brisbane where household incomes are high enough to support stronger price points. And that's
Mm.
why it's the most relatively affordable market. So
Yep.
if I had to say for the next 10 years, if I just had to buy and hold somewhere, I would place Melbourne as my number one pick.